Hey everybody, my name's Rebecca and welcome back to my bookish travels. Today I'm doing a little bit of a different video as well as being in a different location because I work today, so it is super late and I don't want to film on the same floor that my mom is sleeping because I don't want to wake her up. So today I thought that I would do a quick little recommendations video for you guys on two fairy tale reimaginings that I think you guys may enjoy. Now, for those of you that like fairy tale retellings, this is completely different, and that is why I'm calling it a reimagining. The two that I'm going to be discussing are going to be Secondhand Curses and The Princess Game. Both of these are reimaginings and are definitely not middle grade. Both of them deal more with adult content and are probably more YA and beyond. They're a little bit darker and they're definitely something different than what you normally expect. Secondhand Curses follows our three main protagonists, Jack, Frank, and Marie, and they are assisting fairy tale characters to get out of the curses that are surrounding their stories. And this is a whirlwind. I know that it's now being published in print form through Amazon, but I listened to it through the Audible app, and the narrators did such a phenomenal job narrating this and just adding so much vibrancy and life to these characters. I absolutely recommend that if you're going to give this a try to listen to it through Audible because the characters just flow off the page into your mind and it's almost as if it's taking place in front of you. It's so well done and so well produced. I definitely will tell you that if you are looking for your next listen, use your credit or purchase it however you'd like through Audible because it is so good. The next one I'm going to be discussing is The Princess Game by Soman Chainani, and what's really great about this is you probably are familiar with the author because of his School for Good and Evil series, which I absolutely love and highly recommend. But he wrote that series and he just wrote this one, which it can be read as a standalone or it can be read in the format that the series is published. This was my first experience in the series. I had gotten this not realizing it was the third book, and I read it, and it truly can be read as a standalone. I don't see any characters or spoilers from another book coming into this one. What's really amazing is it's read as a script, so it's done as audio narrations or the actual writings from interviews, and just the imagining of the names on its own for the characters, the mixture between the first name and the last name and how it connects to the actual fairy tale itself. And the backstory for this one is girls in this one school are being murdered as fairy tale characters. So one of them is murdered as Snow White and she's put in a glass box and suffocated to death. Another girl is done like Cinderella and has a glass shoe heel plunged through her heart. It's just such a unique read. It's definitely a mystery thriller. And although you wouldn't think that it's a thriller, by the time you get to the end of it, I have a feeling you probably will be thinking the same thing that I am with that thought. But it was just such a good book that it left me, by the end of it, like, I didn't know, like, it just left me speechless. I sat there for quite a bit and I kept hemming and hawing over what I wanted to rate it. And, you know, there were things that I didn't like with it, but there were other things that I was like, this is so good. Like, I could totally see this being produced as a little short film and working and just, wow. Like, some of it you could see taking place, but other times you were like, no, I'm going to start doubting myself now. And it was just so mind-blowing and so well written. So those are the two books that I wanted to just kind of recommend to you guys if you're looking for something off the beaten path for a retelling. I definitely would say it's more of a reimagining than a retelling because it's not connected to one story or another. It's kind of a mixture of a number of different ones thrown into these books. But I read them back to back and they both kind of gave the same kind of energy and just the same kind of shock factor. And I absolutely loved it. I definitely recommend it. And if you guys have read it and you liked it or you hated it, that's okay. Feel free to share down below your thoughts. If you haven't, hopefully I've recommended some new things that you may want to read. So that is everything for today. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you then. Bye.